Whoop! Hi guys, this is your boy Martin, and today I will start with a question. Do your bike lean from side to side like super old Christmas tree, like overused Christmas tree? Especially owners of RT 20 Plus can experience that. And when you go on RT and you do this, it's just nightmare. Or do you fight when you have rails on the road or the road is not really flat, and you fight and you go from side to side? Well, I have a solution for you. I'm the only one who sells something that is called Ultimate Handling Box, and we come up with Pro version, game, set, match. Nobody else sells it in the world, and in today's video what you will basically find out is what handling box actually consists of, and it's about that. Springs, and I will talk about how they will help, how they are made, what you will get together with the springs. Swaybar, why we are using the Pro version, and what's the difference with any other Swaybar on the market. There's no competition on the market whatsoever, period. And actually, yeah, you will find out how I will install it on RT 20 Plus, because we are putting this handling box upgrade on every single Spyder. We have 8 Spyders in our tour and rental agency, and I'm throwing this money because this upgrade, I super believe in it. It's such a great upgrade actually. I'm continuing with the sales pitch, but it's such a great upgrade that when guests come in here and they ride this at home, they often ending up buying this kit. Not lying to you. It's the way it will completely change the behavior of your Spyder. So it works on RT 20 Plus, it works on RT previous models, it works on F3 Limited or F3s. We have them also for Rikers, but that's a different story. Now guys, enough of this. Let's get started. So what is included in Ultimate Handling Box Pro? You will have springs and you will have sway bars, but actually these are the stock ones, so I'll show you the upgraded version and how they will help you. Well, if we talk about springs, these are the original actually springs from RT, and this is the upgrade. Have a look at the thickness. They're also shorter because the compression rate is much better, so they will fit 1-to-1, and no, you don't need to do any laser alignment and something like that. You just need to insert them and use them. Now, springs, especially on RTs, do you guys ride and you go to the corner and the bike leans so much? And it's even worse when you have a passenger at the back, because on RTs you sit on the top of the bike. So with the passenger at the back, you are raising the center of the gravity of the bike, and it's just insane. And when you go on RT and you do this, it's just nightmare. Some people even told me that it's dangerous. Can be. Oh, because I want to sell these. Yes, it's dangerous. No, it's not, but you will get much more confidence in the corners with springs like this. So no, your ride will be not bumpier, but your ride will be much more in control. So going around the corners without leaning so much, still good comfort, and the compression rate, it's 72% better comparing to the old one. Also, it removes bottoming. For those that don't know how much damage bottoming causes on your RT, have a look. This bike is only 6,000 kilometers old, and have a look. Normal roads, and we are hitting the bottom of it pretty hard. So definitely the springs will help massively. It's insane. 6,000 kilometers is what? 4,000 miles, something like that. Not completely, but it removes bottoming, which is very, very well-known thing, especially on RTs. Again, when you slam the brakes or you hit some bump or whatever, this will help you, okay? So going around corners, better stability, more safety, less nanny kicking in. That's the spring. We have also Swaybar, and I have talked about Swaybars before. And I will do only a quick installation on all of this because we have already a separate videos for RTs and Spyders on changing springs and also sway bars. The difference is now we're coming with a pro version that has 3 holes. More holes, more pleasure. That's really rude, I know. Anyway, so we have comfort, or I say less skilled riders. We have sport, and we have introduced Sport Plus. And why this is so unique, okay? Martin, isn't 1 hole enough? All the sway bars in the world, they do focus on getting more like heavier bars in terms of more stronger bars, because that's the weak side of Spyders. Their sway bar is just so thin. It cannot move the forces from one wheel to another. I will get there how it will help you. So that's what they focus on, but they do not focus on length. So first of all, we have the thickest sway bar. I have measured it, I have separate videos about it. In today's video, you just need to believe in it. Also, we are something like 4 centimeters longer than any other sway bar in the world. Now, why it is good? Longer is better, always, right? Again, me being stupid. Now, it's about, is it called arm's length principle? So, I will use this one for your imagination, or better understanding. So, you're trying to tighten the wheels, the wheel nuts. And if you will be holding this wrench like this and trying to do it, it's gonna be super heavy, right? Especially, let's say, with one hand. But when you go here, it's much easier, right? Right. So the same thing goes with longer sway bar. How the sway bar actually helps, and we only sell it together with links. So in the packaging, you will get links, you will have bushings and bolts and whatever, and you will have also these papers, so not me to forget. These are TUV certificates. These are the only, because it's coming from Germany, and Germany, it's a great quality, plus it needs to fulfill, every product needs to fulfill some regulations. So every bar, every spring was checked, and the manufacturing was set up based on this, and you will get a proof of that it's road legal, all right, and it's safe to use in everyday conditions. So, where I have stopped, yeah, you will get it only with links. If you buy links only and you think that's an upgrade, aluminum links, I'm very sorry. Go on my shop, MartinTheVlogger.com/shop. Go to the springs and sway bar. That's actually where you will find this handling box. You will not see there me selling on the links because it's stupid. It will not help. It's a placebo. So this one we sell only together with aluminum links. Links separately we do not sell. So because this is longer and thicker, it can cope up with more pressure. And how it helps? Basically it helps, you go around the corner, the bike leans less because you have new springs, but still the forces, you basically go to the right and you have a lot of pressure on the left side. With this stronger sway bar, the forces are more divided between wheels. So it should allow you to stop with wheeling up or raising one wheel. Of course, if you will be doing it super aggressively, you will still lift the wheel, all right? It also helps you to control the bike better because you will have more, with less power in your hands, you will have more control over the bike because the sway bar will absorb all of these powers, okay? And also it works as a power steering wheel, like additional one, all right? My advice, Martin has mentioned comfort, sport plus. What I always say is you can very easily start with a comfort setup or for less skilled riders, and that's the setup actually we are using in our tour and rental agency, toursonfree.com. That is the coolest tour and rental agency in the world, based in Bratislava, Slovakia, Europe. Look behind you, look behind you. Wow. This is my secret road. And then you can move to Sport Plus, or Sport and then Sport Plus. Or if you are a super skilled rider, start with Sport or Sport Plus, I don't mind. But guys, if you do not trust my videos, my honest reviews, go on my shop, read reviews. I can even send you some emails that I have received. It's insane what it will do to you, okay? One last comment. Yes, we do have complete shocks. I do not have it on my tour and rental agency, but we can change shocks for Wilburs. We are the only one, again, Martin the Vlogger is the only one that will give you 1 centimeter longer shocks. But the upgrade, it's 1,075 euros, I think, without tax. But with that upgrade, you will be not bottoming out whatsoever. Big Mike, if you know him from my videos, he's not bottoming out, even when he slams the brakes, all right? But that upgrade, it's 1,000 euros just for shocks, okay? Now this one, it's a great, and I believe it's the best price to performance ratio. And that's the reason why we are putting in our tour and rental agency bikes. Guys, a lot of talking, but now I will go under the bike and bam, 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 we will do very quickly the installation video. Now, first I will start with a Swaybar, and for that you need heavy duty Swaybar Pro, of course. You need bushings and spacers, and you need links. All of that you will get from me, of course. You need to raise the bike and start, it's enough for you to squeeze in, but then you need to always, like, if somebody asks me like how what is the height that you need to do, like you need to go almost like this in height, so you can like vertically put in the sway bar on the bike or into the bike. And what we will need size 10 and size 13 of this push pin removal tool that you can get on my shop as well, with 20 extra push pins, and size 10 and 13 of this. All right, and first what you will need to do, you need to remove this plastic cover and that plastic cover, and top tip, have something like that, because in case you ride with your Riker or with your Spyder, the dirt is in those plastic covers and everything will fall into your eyes. Now remove this part and this part, I call them bridge. Now this bushing and this bushing on this side, they need to go, and I'm still using size 10. Now links needs to go away, size 13, this side and that side as well, of course. Now take the old sway bar out and put the new sway bar in. Now we need to install these bushings, they go there, and as you can see it's a click system, so very easy to install. Once I have end cap on the bushing and also this bridge, it's back in its place. It's not tight. It's just there, it just sits there. You install the link. Now this one, the closest one to the bar, it's Sport Plus, Sport Cruising, so we will have the cruising setup, or less skilled riders in our tour and rental agency, so it's gonna be plenty already. And yeah, this side and the other. Don't forget to put these rings. They go all the way as close as possible to the bushing. In terms of tightening them up, they are only like 3 Newton meters, so it's just snug, and not even that. And they will hold the sway bar in its place, like additional security. Just do not over tie them because you will destroy them. So yeah, both sides. That's joy. That's absolute joy to ride. You turn and the bike goes. It's amazing feeling. Now, springs. So we did sway bars. Springs is the second item in the handling box pro. These are sheds, stocks. These are H&R from Germany. And what you will get in the box, of course you will get 2 of them because you need 2. You will get TUV certificate, health and safety, road legal. Nobody else does it, Germans, correct? And by the way, it's made by H&R. Do you know the brand? Like racing brand. And yeah, there were attempts to contact them directly. Feel free to do it. MartinTheVlogger has exclusivity on this. Me and my partner in Germany, actually. I'm so proud of it. So proud. Yeah, good. So that goes for sway bars and springs. Now, how they will help, and actually this is one more thing you will get. It's a spacer and it goes only for F3 Limited or T, but I have an installation video. RT is just 1-to-1, and no, you don't need any laser alignment. Now I'll try to explain you how it will help. Good. How to do it. Two different types of help. I mean, it's just better handling in front. Now when you go on RT and you do this, it's just nightmare. The front springs are so terrible, they're so weak, and RT is heavy. So what is really happening is when you go around the corner, you really need to lean, which not a lot of people like to do because you are on RT, you like to cruise. So it's really unstable, and if you go to the left corner, it tries to be really like one wheel up. And also, when you have a back seat passenger, many of your passengers like to sit there like bag of potatoes, which is absolutely fine. I understand it, but it doesn't help the situation in the corner, right? So having the weak front, leaning so much is just, I would say, scary, honestly. And changing springs is one thing. With F3 is not that heavy, especially riding also with the passenger in the back. It's not that noticeable, but higher speed F3 comparing to RT, it's more about like a little bit of more fun, a little bit of more riding and twists and turns, and front is really unstable. So Shark or changing the spring helps you to stabilize the front, going more comfortably in the corners. Now, I'm talking about compression rate because that's the alpha and omega. Apart from this being more fat than this one, the compression rate is the key thing. So what does the compression rate do? I don't know, I'm not a technician, but you have a bump on the road, and I will not complicate it in rainy conditions, I will not complicate it in corner. We just have a bump on the straight road. When you have this shitty stock spring, there is a bump because the spring is lazy. You go through it, then the spring decided, okay, maybe I should shoot so the wheel stays connected with the road. You already passed the bump and the spring is still like, what the heck is happening, kind of thing. And then it shoots back, and you know, the compression rate. Now when you have this H&R, you have a bump because it's much faster spring. There is a bump, the spring shoots the wheel to the basically, I don't want to say hole, but it shoots the spring there and goes around the bump. The wheel is constantly in touch with the surface, and that's the most important thing. Now try to imagine what is happening. Bump, corner, weak spring. It's just terrible, it's a nightmare. I don't want to talk about really rainy conditions where you need your wheels to be connected to the surface as much as possible, because it's about safety. So hopefully this explanation was enough. If you have any questions, just write them into a comments. Martin, can you talk a little bit about this? I will try to do it. Now we will do the installation on Kraken. That's the Kraken. So let's do it. Now as for the installation, I believe I did the installation for F3 RT. Basically it's the same thing, and I will do it right now in this video very quickly. All you need is to have right tools, and you do not really need to remove side panel in case you would like to curse a little. So I choose the option to curse a little. You need to, the problematic thing is that you need to get underneath of here. There are bolts on both sides, of course, so end cap and screw, size 15, and you need to unscrew them. And this is easy. Of course, the shock needs to go out. You need a spring compressor, size 15 of this, and lift, because you need to a tiny bit raise the bike, just a tiny bit, to remove or release the pressure from the screws, so you can take them out. Actually, this part of the job, this is cake or beer or both in the evening. You need to use spring compressor tool, top tip. Use motorcycle spring compressor tool, not a car one, because you will damage your shock or you will scratch your shock. So you need to decompress them, remove them, put wherever I have them, new spring back in, and do it twice, because you have two shocks, right? Or in my case, because I have two bikes to do, I need to do it 4 times. Bloody me. Now, do I have to tell you, when you are using a spring compressor, you are actually compressing springs, and the pressure there, it's so intense that this job is for those that they know what they are doing, not like me. So the reason why I'm saying is because you can harm yourself pretty much in case something goes wrong. That's actually one of the reasons why we have super lot of installations on these. Now, one bonus thing. Many people do ask me, like, Martin, when you're saying that the stock one, it's rubbish, the Swaybar is rubbish, the springs are rubbish, shock is rubbish. Don't you think that BRP would put it there automatically? And you know, especially when you're buying a bike for 30 grand, 33 in case of RT. Yes and no. The answer is very simple. And it's not only for Can-Am world, it's also for Harley world. You buy Harley for 50 grand and you add another 10-15,000 of accessories, and you change things and you put better exhaust, because it's not Harley like Harley without proper exhaust, right? Same thing goes here. Try to imagine that BRP is making, I don't know how many, 50,000 units, just Spyders and Rikers a year, 70,000, I don't know. And spring like this can cost them 10 euros. Spring like this can cost them 25 euros. That's the 15 euro difference on each spring. Times it 2 times, because you have 2 shocks, so it's 30. Times it 70,000 units that they make. There you go, cost saving. Not to mention, last not least, that without this, Martin the vlogger would not have a job. When you have everything back in place, don't forget to tie it and tie the screws and do the other side, and then go for a ride. I'm guaranteeing you that this upgrade will completely Swaybar, the heavy duty pro, and springs, at least springs, if not the whole shocks, will completely change you the bike. And as I told you, most probably in this video as well, because I'm simultaneously recording like how I'm rebuilding all of this, I told you that people that comes to my tour and rental agency, they like the upgrade so much that they are buying these right here in my shop. And also I'm taking my bikes to meetings that we have in Slovakia and Austria and stuff, and people go on their stock RT and they go on mine or my F3 Limited. It's just completely different ballgame. Guys, thank you very much for watching. In case you have any questions, just write them into our comments or say thank you or go to hell, Martin. Do whatever. Thumbs up if you like it, and remember, MartinTheVlogger.com/shop for the ultimate handling box pro. And always have fun.